There was community consensus that the winner of Ermes versus Jerry Caderet was going to face Levon, and now that Dave Chafee has taken Jerry's spot, there's no real reason to think that's changed. Dave has said he wants another shot and wasn't super happy with his performance the last time, and Ermes certainly wants the shot because he hasn't had it yet. I've been reading a lot of comments from people saying Ermes just doesn't have the frame, he's a heavyweight trying to play in the super heavyweights. In this video, we're going to see if there's any merit to that claim. We're going to look at some numbers, we're going to look at some tape, and see if a potential matchup in the future between Ermes and Levon makes any sense. Let's get into it. Right out the gate, there's no question that Levon is just a bigger dude all around. Ermes looks more athletic, but in terms of mass and power production, Levon looks like the winner there. By the way, ladies, find you a man who looks at you like this. Just in terms of verticality though, Ermes is 6'2", and Levon only has him by 1 inch at 6'3". But again, Levon just does so much more with his frame. Now, if ever there was a sport where looks are deceiving, it's arm wrestling. In fact, here's a 2016 Ermes versus Trubin match. Ermes certainly looks like the smaller guy here, but gets the upper hand, cracks Trubin's wrist, and is on the offensive, getting him just a few inches from the pad. And unfortunately, this ends in an elbow foul, but I think you get the idea. That's not to say Ermes is small by any means. In a recent video, he measured his biceps at 21 inches or 53 centimeters. Now 53 centimeters is actually just under 21 inches, and you can see there's quite a bit of slack in the measuring tape there. So let's just say he has 20-inch biceps. These are just over 18. And even still, some extra large shirts feel like blood flow restriction cuffs on me. So yeah, the dude has arms. His forearms come in at 19 inches, which is still extremely impressive. Devin Larratt once said the cutoff for being an elite level arm wrestler is 15-inch forearms, so Ermes is well past that. Another thing to note is that Ermes is pretty lean. I mean, if he got the same body fat as Levon, all those numbers would be pumped up. I know you're wondering, so here you go. Levon has 61 centimeter biceps, which are about 24 inches. His forearms clock in at about 51 centimeters or 20 inches. He also has a message for the haters. So, would I rule out Ermes based on size alone? Hell no. But size isn't the only thing. Here he is about a year ago losing to Alex Krejcika in the top 8. However, he also had a very impressive win over Gennady Kvikvinia at King of the Table 2. And Gennady, we know, is Levon's training partner and of course isn't on Levon's level. Even Gennady would admit that. But, I mean, beating Gennady is no small feat, and when Jerry did it, that's really what rocketed him to number 2 in the world and got people talking about Jerry versus Levon. So, again, full sweep, very clean, takes the hand. It does take him a few hits to finish, which isn't a good sign. I mean, Levon's gonna have much more in the tank for him, but it shows that Ermes does earn that spot in the elite level. Of course, we also saw him beat Arif Ertem at the East vs. West 2 event. Actually misses the start, but manages to keep his hand, get his cup, and finish after a couple hits. So where am I at with all this? Just based on Ermes' recent performances, I don't think a match with Levon makes that much sense. I mean, he has that loss to Krejcika, and his wins, while impressive, you know, they were a little grindy, and it's not like he's been completely dominant a la Prudnik or something. So it's really going to come down to how he does with that man at the bottom there, Dave Chafee. Chafee is, of course, coming off an enormous win over Vitaly Lalitin and looks to be in incredible shape. Yes, he took this match on short notice because Jerry got injured, but the match with Vitaly wasn't that long ago, so he should still be able to ride that performance wave into Ermes. Even if Ermes beats Dave, I still think he should check in with Jerry, see where he's at, and how long it would take before he's ready for a match, because again, with Ermes' recent performances, I think a win on Dave and then a win on Jerry would certainly qualify him for Levon, but just beating Dave, I'm not sure that cuts it. Now, we have to contrast that with what's best for just the general health of arm wrestling. People love to watch Levon, myself included. He's still training, he's still pretty young and probably getting even better. So what's the harm in giving him someone like Ermes, even if they're a huge underdog? I guess the harm is that you get a pretty lame match, but again, we're talking about Levon. There's not exactly a huge list of people that are going to give him a good match. To sum this all up, I don't put much weight in the argument that Ermes is a heavyweight masquerading as a super heavyweight. Yes, the difference is there, but I don't think it's insurmountable. On paper, it's a different story. Again, he needs to absolutely destroy Dave Chafee for me to get excited about a match between Ermes and Levon. But what do you guys think? Do you want to see Ermes versus Levon? Is it even worth talking about until we see him versus Chafee? Let me know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe. I put out multiple videos every week, and I will see you in the next one.